Shalom Israel, Shabbat Shalom Israel. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakah HaKwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone. Double honors to the bishops and the big brothers, the elders pushing the truth in all righteousness and sincerity, publishing videos day after day, non-stop, to edify and seal the elect of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And salute to all the men, women, and children who believe, who are going to be saved, who call on the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in all righteousness and sincerity, who follow the right doctrine, and listen to, order, bro, and stay in order, fam. And, wherever you're at, if you're in the real life Babylon, which is America, or if you're where I'm at, in Canada, Toronto to be exact, hold it down, yo. We're getting out of here soon, bro. Prophecies pop in front of our faces. It's like it's undeniable, So we're on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's time. And just finished driving slave ship, and I have a lesson to bring out, and I'm going to prophesy against Esau, and I'm going to prophesy against Elam, because right now they're in the news up here. It's like a Canada versus India thing, which is crazy, and I'm gonna point out why it's crazy that these two countries are beefing with each other, especially Canada. First of all, Canada's in the news for some fuckery. Okay, first let me get into this, okay? Zelensky, the president of Ukraine or whatever the fuck, came over here begging money for his stupid war that he's gonna lose. See? Yo, I heard a rumor that the war's not even active right now. Like, none of the Ukrainian man's soldiers want to die, because they're all dying. So it's not really active. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that the Russian war, like there's no one's shooting shots right now, and they're not saying that in the news. I don't know if it's true or not. This is what I heard. See? Which would make sense. No one wants to die for it. So, also, all the billions of dollars that these niggas got already for weapons and shit, all the money's getting, fucking siphoned off to other mans. Like, is not being used to what it's supposed to be being used for. And all the weapons are popping up on the black market and shit. You know what I mean? Which would make sense, because all you niggas is wicked. And what else? So anyways, this nigga Zelensky came here to Canada, and he was booed. And, like, beer mans are on the street protesting. Anywhere Trudeau pops up, niggas hate Trudeau, bro. And they were rolling together. I think first they were in Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada, and held a ting. And then they were in Toronto. But, listen to this. I don't know if niggas know or heard, or they probably seen it in the news. Or if you're in America, you probably never heard. I don't know. But these assholes were in the House of Commons, where they like make laws and shit, see? And they brought a fucking real life Ukrainian Nazi to honor him in the House of Commons, where they make their laws and shit. And they gave him a standing ovation. Trudeau, Zelensky, all of those fucking Edomites. And whoever else is in there. Seen? Then Tutu's word got out that this asshole, this fucking old, decrepit Edomite, was a real life Nazi. Seen? And he fought for the SS Waffen, or whatever the fuck. So now everyone's... It's gonna rain? Shit, I just felt rain. Anyways. So... Yep, it's raining. So anyways, SS Waffen, bro. the Waffenheimers. Seen? So now everyone's trying to point blame at each other. So they're pointing blame at the house, the head of the house, saying that, oh, it's his fault. He brought him here and whatever. And Trudeau's ducking, blaming everyone but himself. Everybody in Canada hates this nigga, Zine. He's the worst prime minister we've ever had. But I don't care. If he gets reelected, I wouldn't care. Because I would love for him to be the last man to run this shit when Yahushua comes. And I want him to, escape all the trouble, bro. I want him in a bunker somewhere. And when the man's round up you freaking elites that you're there, bro. I want him to go in chains, bro. Zine, it's raining. What a horrible time to start raining. Cause I have my phone out and shit. I hope it doesn't start pouring rain. I don't have no hat on and shit. Took my hat off. Make sure there's no logos. I have my work shit on. Don't want to fucking fade out the scene. Anyways, so that's one. So big controversy with Canada bigging up real life Nazis. And the joke is, when the fucking convoy truckers were protesting in Ottawa, the one word that this nigga used to identify these niggas, these truckers, they were Nazis and all types, and locked off their bank accounts and made sure, that because they were fucking shit up, bro. They were in the streets honking horns and whatever, and they did a whole fuckery on them because they were trying to stand up against the freaking Jabberwocky, You should know what the Jabberwocky is by now if you're a GMS man or you know Wagwan. I'm talking about the snake piss. You should know what the snake piss is by now. You know what I mean? What the thing that they forced everyone to take, or else if you didn't take it, you couldn't work. You couldn't you couldn't fly out. I didn't work for a year. These niggas, my company fired me for a whole year. Made me lose all my fucking dollars that I had saved up to live off of. Made me sell my car. And it's funny because I'm walking by the place that I sold my car to. My big Dodge Challenger RT shaker. Hardest whip on road. Every time I see a Challenger on road, I get pissed, bro. You know what I mean? I'm walking right now. I should be driving. Anyways, the Lord brought me through that and got me, and these niggas called me back in January and gave me my job back, which I'm grateful for, because I make decent money. And yeah. Okay, so Canada, Zelensky, all that shit, put that aside. Okay, now this is what going with India and these niggas. Some fucking... Okay, yo, in India, there's a religion in India. When you see niggas with the fucking turban on their heads and the fucking silver bracelets, those mans are called Sikhs, okay? And their Sikhs aren't the same as regular Indians. Sikh is its own religion, and the majority of Indians are Hindis or Hindus or whatever. They believe in beer gods. I can't remember exactly what the Sikhs believe in, but I have some information I'm gonna bring out just now about these assholes. So anyways, some big time Sikh leader who lived in British Columbia because he's dead because the man murked him, okay? He's a leader of a group that the government of India consider to be a terrorist group because these mans want to separate from India and have their own nation, their own Sikh nation. And remember, Sikhs are the minority. And let me tell you, okay, yo. So if someone heard me talking about these people, they would say, oh, I'm racist or whatever. First of all, whatever. But yo, really, first of all, Indian people are racist against their own people. Listen to this. I have a media box, okay? That shows movies and shows and all types. And there's a fucking category, like, so there's categories also, it'll say like Spanish movies, Latin movies, Portuguese movies, Chinese movies or whatever. Then they have like Indian movies, like Punjabi movies or whatever. So when I click, I've never checked this before. The other day I clicked on it. So Bollywood's a big thing, Zine. Yo, I clicked on this thing. So there's beer Bollywood movies and all type of Indian movies. Yo, so every movie has its own like poster and shit, Zine. Yo, unless you're light skinned, like a light skinned Indian, you aren't in these movies. Every poster was a light skinned Indian man with a light skinned Indian bitch, and the co-stars are all light skinned Indians. There's no dark skinned Indians. Listen, I live in Scarborough, Ontario, okay? This place has been invaded by Indians. I see all types. I see light-skinned Indians. I see dark-skinned Indians. I see Sikh mans with the fucking turbans and the fucking silver bracelets and shit. Seen? I see all types. Bollywood will have you think that there's only light-skinned motherfuckers. And that goes like, yo, there's a lot of nations like that. Like, I heard, yo, in Brazil, they only rate the light-skinned looking, Spanish-looking Brazilians. They're the only ones you see on TV. You don't see any Negroes, like Brazilian mans. You would think that there's no Negroes there. Kind of like that. But yo, these assholes are really, my point is, these assholes are racist towards themselves. And I know they don't like other races, just like all other races don't like other races. You think Chinese people right like anyone who isn't Chinese? They don't even like Japanese people, far less, or any other fucking Asian race. You're all racist. You think a Chinese bitch can bring a fucking Jake home? And if she did, like, honestly, yo, my boy is married to a Japanese ting. And I rate Japanese, like, okay, I rate Ammon more than I rate Moab, because I don't like Moab at all. I have one Moabite homegirl. She's cool. But the rest can fucking fuck off, to be honest. Anyways, my point is, Indians are racist. So when I talk shit about these assholes, it's okay, because they're all racist. Anyways, point is, now, there's a Sikh youth who they killed. Apparently he's a Canadian citizen, and he was killed on Canadian soil. And there's evidence that the Indian government played a hand in his assassination in Canada. So Canada called it out and said, yo, the Canadian, and it's fucked up because Trudeau was just in India. He said, yo, the Indian government assassinated a Canadian citizen in Canada who's this Punjabi Sikh youth he's a leader in a terrorist, whatever, fucking organization that wants to separate from India. They want their own country. Now, oh shit, there's a skunk. He's running from this truck here. Let me keep 6 and shit out here. Okay, so here it is now. Obviously, India denies it. And then India started talking wassy about Canada and Trudeau, saying like beer fuckery, like, oh, I heard there was, I don't understand their language, but they're saying they translated it and said, India will feel 0 ways about nuking Canada. I was like, well, that's big talks. Now, this is why Canada's stupid. BRICS nation, okay? India is the I in BRICS. You so-called hate Russia and are against all the BRICS nations and shit, but yet you have all these niggas here. Do you know how much Indian people are here? Let me get some stats out, yo. I'm gonna start reading this shit. I'm gonna start reading why. Yo, I'm just gonna bring it out, yo. I ranted. That was a good rant. Yo, let me get this because there's a couple. Okay. I call this Canada versus India and the BRICS. Now, this has to be a setup thing, or it has to be an on-purpose thing. Because if this was a real-life thing, like if you were smart, if you're a leader of a country and you know you have enemies, would you let your enemies, people, into your country all day long? There's not millions of Russians here. There's not millions, you know what I mean? Why is there hundreds of thousands of Indians? And you know what the flex is? These niggas are here so-called for school, okay? There's no fucking school that's letting in hundreds of thousands of Indians. What these people do is they apply for school or whatever. They come here. They don't go to school. This is what I book. They don't go to school. They find jobs. And then they just do their jobs. And they're just here taking up space. And they have like, yo, and there's a big housing situation in Canada, in Ontario. And they're booking that like, yo, there's houses with like 20 Indians in it. And they all sleep on mattresses. It's like a hoarding thing, you know what I mean? Like they're just trying to survive out here. And they have the shittiest jobs that pay the shittiest money. And everything's expensive. Bro, I get paid dollars compared to niggas. And I live paycheck to paycheck. Like I pay bills. Bro, I have to pay the biggest bill before the end of the month. So I pay bills. I'll buy a one too because, yo, I'm working for this money. I'm not giving it all to Babylon. I'm going to buy shit that I need or want. And I don't know how these niggas are scared. They have to live together to scrape through. But they're all piling up in the city. Meanwhile, the country's beefing with the country that they're fucking from. Who's to say when these niggas get, let's say World War III breaks out and India declares war on fucking Canada. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Round up hundreds of thousands of fucking Indians? Bro, let me get this information, man. Okay. I'm just gonna read this shit. I hope it makes sense to you guys. This is just interesting information that I got about India and Canada. The Khalistan movement is okay. So the Khalistan movement is what the Sikhs are repping. Okay, the Khalistan or whatever the fuck. Slovakia. Okay. The Khalistan movement is a separatist movement seeking to create a homeland for Sikhs by establishing an ethno-religious sovereign state called Khalistan in the Punjab region. I don't know what the Punjab region is. I don't give a fuck what the Punjab region is either. India's fucking, I would never, bro, name me one country that I would never, ever want to go to, and it's goddamn fucking India. Okay? I can't imagine what it smells like there, bro. Anyways, I wouldn't eat, name a food, one type of food that I will never eat ever, and it's Indian food, yo. Ever. What is the Khalistan issue in India? As Karishma Vaswani recounts in her latest column, the militants in the temple were trying to form an independent state, a land of the pure and the world Khalistan means. Hold on, let me read that again. as Karishma Vaswani recounts in her latest column, the militants in the temple were trying to form an independent state, a land of the pure, as the word Khalistan means. So isn't that racist? So Sikh men don't want anything to do with regular Indian people. They're racist too, man. Isn't it supposed to be, oh, we're all included, we're all the same people? No, not to them. What do you think they think about niggas? What do you think they think about Jake, bro? Yo, okay, the rain's starting to come down. Listen to this. Okay. The consequence was horrendous bloodshed immediately and through the rest of 1984, including the revenge assassination of Gandhi by her Sikh, whatever. I didn't even know Gandhi was involved in this shit. Is Khalistan banned in India? The Khalistani group Sikhs for Justice, SFJ, has called upon its members to hold protests outside Indian mansions in Canada and elsewhere under its Death to India campaign. Bro. The government of India has declared SFJ as an unlawful organization and association within its ban. So that does sound like a fucking terrorist group. You're all fucking Indians. Why can't you all get along? That's like saying Edomites, Catholics and Protestants are beefing and they hate each other and they want to be separate. You're all the fucking same people. You all don't bathe. You all eat the shit. And one wears fucking turbans and the other ones fucking believe that cows are should be worshipped and your God has fucking 5 arms, bro. You're all the same fucking idol worshipping heathens are all going into slavery, bro. All you niggas together are going into slavery. All that silver on your arm belongs to Israel, bro. We're getting it. You niggas are gonna pay, bro. You niggas are gonna pay. Elam, you're toast, bro. You hear me? Anyways. Okay. So I covered what is the Khalistan issue in India, and is the Khalistan banned in India? Yes, they are, because they are. That sounds like a terrorist group. What does Khalistan mean? Okay, let me cross the street, yo. Let me get into this. It's getting interesting. Salakia, Israel. I'm just going through the spirit. I didn't know how this is going to turn out. I'm just going to get through this information, drop 2 scriptures, and give you the bottom line, yo. The bottom line, I'll tell you the bottom line right now. The bottom line is World War III is coming. America's going to be destroyed. Yahushua is going to come save the elect of Israel. And all of you fucking heathen are going into slavery, bro. All right, that's the bottom line, yo. You guys, everything you're doing is for naught, bro. Yahweh has you guys in a trick bag. What does Khalistan mean? Historical synonyms of Punjab, a region of India subcontinent now, a proposed country in South Asia, a sovereign state proposed by separatists to be established as a homeland for the Sikhs. Now that's kind of like, I remember back when I was a youth, the province of Quebec, they're like French-speaking Canadians, okay? They wanted to separate from Canada. They wanted to be their own country, and they had a nationwide vote, and everyone voted against it. So I guess that's what they're kind of trying to do still. Every time I come home late, that same Jake comes out. So I guess, I don't know, I'm going to stand here and prophesy still. All right. Okay. What is the Khalistan issue in Canada? New Delhi, September 19th, Reuters. Tension between India and Canada escalated after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Monday there were credible allegations linking Indian government agents to the June murder in Canada of a Sikh separatist leader campaigning for the creation of an independent Sikh homeland. And India was saying that Canada is a haven for terrorists. Sounds like it to me. If this organization is a real life terrorist thing, Canada does sound like a fucking haven, and that's what India is basically saying. So so I see their argument when I'm thinking about it at the same time, but both times fuck them. When was Khalistan banned in India? Gurpat Wat Singh Banu, stupid names, a Khalistan separatist who has been on the NIA's radar since 2019, was designated an individual terrorist by the government on July 1st, 2020. The SFJ was declared an unlawful unlawful association by the center on July 10th, 2019. What is the Khalistan's incident in Punjab? The insurgency in Punjab, India, was an armed campaign by the militants of the Khalistan movement from the mid-1980s to the mid-1990s. Economic and social pressures driven by the Green Revolution prompt calls for Sikhs' autonomy and separatism. No wonder there's so much fucking them niggas here. They don't want to be in India. Indians hate them. That's why there's so much, bro. And they're so, bro, these people are stupid, you know. The young men, the young Sikh men, they're dumb. I'm around them every day. I pick them up every day. I see how they move. They're if everyone was as dumb as them, they would get hit in the road all day long. There'd be bodies everywhere. If everyone drived as bad as them, they're horrible, man. Anyways, how many Sikhs live in Canada? This is fucking cap. Listen to this. How many Sikhs live in Canada? Canada is home to about 770 Sikhs. That's fucking cap. Bro, there's millions of them. I guarantee fucking to you there's a million of them at least. And our government wants to bring 500,000 more, and made a thing saying, if you come here, if you're a Sikh or Indian and you come here, the 500,000, you can bring your families. So 500,000 times that by 2 at least, or 3. You see what's going on in America, how everyone's bum rushing the fucking border. I swear it's a on purpose thing, but it's the Lord. The Lord is bringing everyone to America. And I have a saying, listen, if America's going to be destroyed, right? If Niagara Falls, New York, which is part of Babylon, is going to be on fire and destroyed, what do you think's going to go on with Niagara Falls, Ontario, which is right beside Niagara Falls, New York? Canada, I'm going to get into some juicy shit right now. I don't know what Canada's fate is, but bro, I think shit's going to hit here, bro. It's possible. Like, I've heard shit. I might get into it later, but I'm going to continue reading the shit. What happened, Canada and India? An explosive allegation from Canada that the Indian government may have been behind the assassination of a Sikh separatist activist on Canadian soil has triggered a huge diplomatic row and sent relations between the two plummeting. I don't think it's going to get I don't think it's gonna be repaired. It's too late in the game, yo. And why would you repair it? War is coming. When the BRICS nations declare war on Babylon, who do you think's gonna stand behind Babylon? Canada for sure. Canada's a fucking underneath America's body, yo. Why Sikhs don't cut their hair? Who cares why they don't cut their hair? They're fucking heathen. Sikhs refrain from cutting or removing our hair out of a deep personal devotion to God. Which God? Which God, yo? We believe that our bodies were made by God, and we must be willing to accept God's gift without altering it. That's why that's why they don't wear deodorant either, or bathe. Sikhs take great care to keep our long hair clean, no they don't, and tidy using a comb called a kanga. What country has the largest Sikh population? Listen to this. Administrative divisions with significant proportions of Sikh include Punjab, India. Sikh accounted for 58% of the population. Chandigarh, India, 13%. British Columbia, Canada, 5.9%. Yo, if British Columbia, Canada has more fucking these assholes than us, bruh, I can't even. I've never been on the west coast of Canada, so I've never been to British Columbia before. I've been to Alberta. I lived in Alberta for a little bit when I was working out there, which is right beside British Columbia. Haryana, India, 4.9%. Delhi, India, 3.4%. West Midlands, England, 2.9%. Manitoba. It doesn't tell you the percent in Manitoba. Manitoba is a province in Canada. Which city in Canada has the most Punjabis? In the mid 20th century, Canadian immigrants' laws were relaxed, fostering rapid population growth into the present day. If your country's so great, why are you running over here? Today, the largest Punjabi community in Canada are situated in the province of British Columbia, concentrated in Vancouver, I can imagine, and the province of Ontario, particularly Toronto. Bruh. Nigga. I can't stress to you how many of these assholes are here, bro. Out of nowhere. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. It wasn't like this 5 years ago. They were here, but now, bro, in 2023, bro, it's stupid. Religious pluralism has long been a core value in India, which has a large majority of Hindus and smaller shares of Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Khans, Jains, and other groups. Okay. What do Hindus believe? Heathens, idol worshippers. Watch this. A Hindu views the entire universe as God's and everything in the universe as God. Hindus believe that each person is intrinsically divine, and the purpose of life is to seek and release the divinity within all of us. The Hindu believe in total non-exclusives and accept all other faiths and religious paths. So yeah, that sounds like when Jake get with other groups that don't believe in the shit that they believe in, and they get together. Fucking, what do they call that shit again? Unity camps. How is Sikhism different from Hinduism? Sikhism does not actively seek converts. They don't want you in their shit. They're exclusive. That's racist, buddy. But accept anyone, regardless of social background, who wishes to be initiated. Hinduism is based on a rigid caste system, which one can only be born into, but can neither marry to become nor convert to. So exclusion. They don't like you niggas. Who are the top 5 Hindu gods? Oh Lord. The Trimurti are the most prominent deities of con- contemporary Hinduism. This consists of Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. Their feminine counterparts are Saraswati, the wife of Brahma, Lakshmi, the wife of Vishnu, and Parvati or Durga, the wife of Shiva. I thought Shiva was a female. I could have swore Shiva was a female. Maybe she is. Maybe it is. Maybe she doesn't exist because it doesn't fucking exist. Only Yahweh Shem Shai exists. These fucking fake gods. These stupid people. They're all going into slavery, man. That's why they need to go into slavery, because they believe in fucking bullshit. Now, this is where it picks up. Now, I'm talking about war, okay? Canada and India. India has nukes. The BRICS nation have nukes. Canada's the biggest country in the world, like mass land, I think. One of, or if not number one, okay, maybe not number one, maybe it's number two. I don't know. I didn't look that up. That's a gnarly bug, yo. Ew. Is that an earwig? Jesus Christ. Listen to this. Could Canada build a nuclear weapon? Canada beefing with Russia, giving billions of dollars to fucking Ukraine as if these niggas could defend themselves if Russia wanted what with them? Or if China wanted what with them? Or if India wanted what with them? We don't have shit. Listen to this, nigga. Could Canada build a nuclear weapon? The action would be so needlessly provocative that it would likely result in Canada's immediate ejection from NATO. So beer NATO countries can have nukes, but we can't have nukes. Does that make any fucking sense? A Canadian A-bomb would also violate a Canadian A-bomb would also violate a whole host of international agreements. As soon as word got out about a Canadian effort to build nuclear weapons, Ottawa could expect to see the evaporation of whole webs of alliances and trading partnerships. Why? A nuclear-armed Great White North would change the national character of how the world views Canada, says Reese, another Edomite. However, a Canadian A-bomb is indeed possible. Canada is among an elite fraternity of countries that do not possess nuclear weapons but could build them relatively easily if they wanted to. Bro, you're talking wassy to these other countries, but you don't have nukes. Could Canada build a nuclear weapon? The action would be... Oh, I read that already. Hold on. This has been true since at least the 1950s. Canada was a crucial partner in the Manhattan Project, the U.S. efforts to build an atomic bomb during the Second World War. Did I cut that off? Canadian technology was also key to another country. Oh, well, hear this one. Canada's technology was also key to another country's development of a nuclear bomb. In 1974, India detonated their first nuclear weapon using plutonium that was clandestinely made. Did I cut that off? No, here it is. In India detonated their first nuclear weapon using plutonium that was clandestinely made in a donated Canadian research reactor. So, yo, these niggas are talking wassy to Canada, threatening them with nukes, but Canada was the reason why India fucking has nukes in the first place, bro. Isn't that wild? Nevertheless, Canada has a long history of issuing atomic weapons for itself. The country, what word is that? Eschewing. Nevertheless, Canada has a long history of eschewing atomic weapons. I have to look that word up. Eschewing atomic weapons for itself. The country has never tested an atomic nor considered acquiring a nuclear arsenal because they're stupid. In the 1978 speech to the United Nations, then Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau, Justin Trudeau's fucking father, should have flushed him down the toilet, bro, referred to Canada as the first country in the world with the capability to produce nuclear weapons that choose not to do so. All right. It's all the Lord anyways. This isn't to say that Canada hasn't dabbled with nuclear weaponry. For a 20-year period during the Cold War, up to 200 U.S.-controlled warheads were stored at Canadian military bases for use in an all-out war with the Soviet Union. However, the country has been entirely nuclear-free since 1984, when Canada returned its last batch of Genie nuclear-tipped missiles to the Americans. Ever since, Canada has pursued a policy of increasingly strict non-proliferation. I think I cut this part off. On the face of it, Canada has all the ingredients to become a nuclear-armed state. I cut that part off, yo. Shit. But you get the point. I have a little bit more. Let's go. It's right here. On the face of it, Canada has all the ingredients to become a nuclear-armed state. Ample uranium, plenty of engineering talent, and a robust nuclear power sector. Ontario's Bruce Nuclear Generating Station, in fact, is the world's largest nuclear power plant. So we have all this shit that we could fucking do it, but we won't do it because fucking Canada is a bunch of pancakes, bro. John Luzak is the director of the Hamilton-based Center for Advanced Nuclear Systems. He estimated that it would take years for Canada to develop the capability to build its own nuclear weapon. So you're behind the ball. You can't even do it. It takes years. You should have been doing it. If life is going to reach. I don't know what Yahweh has in store for Canada, but nigga, you're bringing knives to gunfights, bro. How long does it take to build a nuke? How long does it take to create a nuclear bomb? Once a country can enrich uranium, it can produce enough HEU for a nuclear weapon within months. The materials, technology, and expertise needed for enrichment can be used to both generate nuclear power and develop nuclear weapons. Today, U.S. tactical nuclear weapons remain at 6 bases in 5 NATO members. So I googled which NATO countries have nukes if Canada can't have nukes. Listen to this. Today, U.S. tactical nuclear weapons remain at 6 bases in 5 NATO countries: Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Turkey. The UK and France have their own nuclear force and no longer host U.S. weapons. Let's get some scriptures. This is what's going to fucking reach you, niggas. Because the Lord is gearing up these niggas to come get you. Okay? This is Ezekiel 38, 1 to 7 in the NLT. And this is basically, after these scriptures, I'm shutting it up. It's 44 minutes? Okay. Ezekiel 38, 1 to 7 in the NLT. This is another message that came to me from Yahweh. Son of man, turn and face Gog of the land of Magog, which are the Russians, the prince who rules over the nations of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Give him this message from the sovereign Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Gog, I am your enemy. He's just going to use you niggas, man. I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaws to lead you out with your whole army, your horses, your charioteers in full armor, and a great horde armed with shields and swords. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya will join you. 2. With all their weapons, Gomer and all its armies will also join you, along with the armies of Beth Togarmah from the distant north, and many others. Get ready, be prepared, keep all the armies around you mobilized, and take command of them. Hold up. Oh, and then I got it in the KJV. But yeah, that's it. That's the one scripture I need, yo. Listen. Let me set this up. Let me get ready to shut this down. Listen to me, man. Listen. You Elamites, you Indians, you Edomites in Canada, keep doing what you're doing, yo. Because you're all gonna lose. Jake is gonna win, man. And Russia is gonna, yo, bro, keep beefing. Canada has no nukes. Keep beefing. America's gonna drag you niggas in, and I hope they draft all you friggin' heathen and you fucking 2/3 Jakes. All you niggas gotta go join the army, because all the numbers are down, and they're all gonna go to war, man. And the elect are gonna be saved, buddy. So, with that said, I'm gonna shut this up. Last words. Elam, I hate you. You smell and you're ugly. Esau, you smell and you're ugly also, man. And you're going into slavery, and after 1,000 years, you're gonna be gone. The only thing you guys ever did any good for, or only thing good about any of your nations, and I'll say it forever, is your sexy women. That's the only thing you guys are good for. You guys are gonna be turning big rocks into little rocks. That's also another thing that you're gonna be good for. You're building our kingdom up, man. And yeah, you're all racist. Esau is racist. Elam is racist. You're all racist, man. So we hate you too, bro. Elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom, double honors to the 4 apostles of the great millstone. To the bishops, salute. To the elders pushing the line, bro, posting every day, salute. To the 144, whoever you are, man, the future rulers of this friggin' universe. You know what I mean? We're gonna be perfect, yo. I just hope I make it, bro. I can't say I'm 144 for shit, but that'd be the greatest honor of all time. I just want to make it, man. I just want to be immortal. I want a new body. I want what's coming to me, man. I want to make it, bro. I need to see the chariots. I need to be beamed. Yahweh Shai, I'm waiting for you. Yahweh Shai, I pray to you and I pray to the Father. When I pray to the Father, I pray to the Father in the name of Yahweh Shai. And I will do that forever and ever, man. If we have to be here for 20 more years, Yahweh forbid, I'm going to keep doing this. And we're waiting, bro. Yahweh Shai, please, please, please come here and save us. Babu Kasha, Babu Kasha. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rakakwadash. The water Israel. I hope somebody hears this. I prophesied against Elam and Esau, man. Fuck you niggas, bro. For real, dog. Can't wait. Toast. Anyways, Shalom, Israel.